Mm, mm, mm. July the 7th month, 18th, the 18th day of the month of 7, the 1 and 8. In the 21st century, the 22nd year. I, Melanin Man, Little Richie Arthur, under the tutelage of Master Heej, nigga said, open up your mind. Don't tell Little Richie Arthur, I'm sorry, Mrs. Arthur, there's nothing wrong with your son. He's just a perfectionist. He can't get an answer until he does the problem 2 or 3 times in his head and make sure that, 8 and 5, there's 8, you gotta take 2 away from the 5, that makes it a 10. What's left over is a 3. Oh, Little Richie Arthur, the short bus rider. He's special. Yeah, well, this special melanin dominant biological living light child, miseducated by the value structure of someone who reveres energies outside of themselves as opposed to within themselves. 2 minutes in. So when Master Heej tells the short bus rider, Little Richie Arthur, to open up his mind after being a student of Miss Key's class in the 8th grade, Regina B. Key was the Houghton School. Now it's called the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. School. But in that particular environment, with a black woman teacher teaching me cursive writing and the definition level and the connotative or the intent level, and then the abstract. So with biological living light, Melanin Man, with liquid fluid in the first eye vision, able to balance the substance and the insubstance, understanding, oh, my DNA, my 8, understanding the 7, the rising of the sun, the connotations of the right angle at the top of the stem, 7 and 8. Oh, the EMT symbol, the snake wrapped around the cane for stability, stable in my 1, understanding I'm a beginning, middle, and top, understanding the 2, the half a heart on the straight line, and then there's the insubstantial side of me that is so divine and so abstract. I'm not allowing it to be in a mere fetal, infantile concept of, I got mine. No, I'm a divine energy at 220, sharing all of the insubstantialness of all the twos. 20, 22, 2:20 in the afternoon on the 7 and the 8. The right angle before the DNA. So understanding I existed in my mother's womb for 9 months prior to my coming out that one line, that full sphere. Now, am I allowing the full sphere to understand there's the subsphere and the internal sphere, or the external sphere and the internal sphere? There's an up and a down, a left and a right. When you brush your teeth, you gotta put your brush and you gotta turn it around, and you gotta do all of that inside your mouth. The full 360 degrees. I'm allowing the full 360 degrees of my consciousness to come out my mouth. All that chi and energy Master Hege issued into me, I'm regurgitating it to you as biological living light. A child of the sun that understands the ancestral drawings of the digits and the connotations of, oh, wait a minute, how is an A drawn? That's a pyramid at the top of 2 legs. Do you understand the full sphere? Y'all see the pyramid on top of the sphere? Are you understanding the full capacity of the trinity of who you are, me, myself, and I? And when I go to bed at night, I have to feel good to say that I have shared my consciousness of abstractness in the 22nd year of the 21st century. Irregardless of the past 400 years of miseducation, I have to welcome. Damn, I wish why didn't I discover this sooner? No problem, no problem. 7 minutes, getting ready to go into 8 minutes in. Understanding, stretching my spine from my pelvis to my mind, that nerve highway, and allowing all the energies that involve or enveloped in my pelvis, understanding the energies between the ankles and the knees to the pelvis, and the foot grasping the earth's surface, and all that energy coming up. And if I'm standing on my right, my left has to be empty. If I'm standing on my left, my right has to be empty. And the energies in the knees and the pelvis to the spine to the mind. Oh, the first eye vision, balancing liquid, substantial and non-substantial energies. Melanin biologic in the intellectual mecca of the motherfucking planet. Little Richie Arthur had to discover this shit. I gotta put it out and document it, cause ain't nobody gonna believe the autobiography of that little nigga. I mean, Malcolm got his autobiography, Malcolm X. I'm putting those X's together, understanding the left energies and the right energies as it unifies in my pelvis to my shoulders to my ankles, all of this energy residing in me. Mind over matter. What I think matters. 10 minutes in. I am that one. That first digit that has two numbers. I am that one right next to a zero. I'm everything and nothing at the same time. All the acting and shit. I mean, Morgan Freeman, homicide. I don't speak that to SynQ. I speak that. Becoming one with the water, not separating the DNA from the H2O. I was born divine. Now I just have to get the innocence back in my mind so it flows through my joints and nerve endings and stimulates the spiritual existence within my mind. Who can teach this shit? 11 minutes in. Everyone's been dumbed down by, I gotta value a dead fucking slaveholder's image on cotton fibers and wood chips. Well, fuck, I'm taking the cotton being light as a feather, like the feathers that the indigenous people wore to be light in front of the MFA, the Indian, spread out on a horse. Light like a beam of light, light like wood chips. An outgrowth of the earth. Understanding the 5 elements that all reach towards the sun, the center of this galaxy. Earth and the outgrowth of earth, wood, down to the metal. I'm going to value everything upon gold. Boston State House gold dome. Yeah, everything goes about the value of a dead fucking slaveholder because it's shiny, because I like gold. And I'm going to miseducate a whole... I can't go to school with parabolas. I can't go to school with tits and ass. We got to have an all-male school, white man. All us mutant insecure motherfuckers that can't deal with women in the environment. And now you're going to talk about Roe versus Wade? Well, you continue to value a dead fucking slaveholder's image. 228. I understand the upper sphere. No problem, man. I understand the lower sphere. No problem, man. I understand who I am as an individual. Understanding, I'm no longer inwardly divided and fractured in my mind. But I am that 2, acknowledging I came out that 3. I am that black dot, that black hole. How's that 3 drawn? Ass cheeks or tits? And I acknowledge the existence of who I am coming from the point of that 3, the middle of that ass cheek. My mother. Melanin Man. No problem, man. 14 minutes into the segment, I got to wrap up. I've been Little Richie Arthur, told to have his brain open up to the sky. I'm abstract, and I'm sharing my abstract, documenting it in the autobiography of myself as my mother's son, revering the woman from whence I came, understanding my 4 corners, my spirituality, my intellect, my emotionalism, and my physicality. Thank you for watching if you have watched, and that clock is not a brother's friend. Peace out. That's Jedi magic.